I appreciate you sitting down with us today.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Most definitely. So let's get right into it. What does music mean to you?
What music means to me. So basically, what music means to me is basically an emotion, a feeling, or any kind of situation that you've been through. Not only that, music is telling a story. And I feel like your best music is telling your story, or something that you've seen hands-on or directly. So really, that's what music means to me.
What or who has inspired you musically?
What or who has inspired me musically? So let's start with the what has inspired me musically. Just when I think about the things that I write about and the things that I've been through, that's what it is that inspires me. The situations that I've been through, how I've handled those, and how I've grown from those as a man. That's what inspires me musically. What might be a little bit different is, kind of seeing other people progress. Like I might hear something or be listening to something like, damn, he smacked that. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, damn, I'm inspired by that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big difference between, something you hating on something and then something that inspires you. Like I don't hate on nothing. Anytime I hear something and I see somebody doing anything, like damn, I get inspired.
At what point did you know you wanted to pursue music as a career?
At what point did I know I want to pursue music as a career? Well, let's all start back when, let's just say when I was 6, 7 years old, I started playing drums. My grandfather was a pastor. My grandmother was a Sunday school teacher. I've always been in the church, so that would make me sing in the choir or go to choir rehearsals, but I wasn't really a singer. But I got into the drums and playing drums, and I got good enough to where I could generate my own revenue from that as well. And start playing for different churches and, getting booked for different gigs, from the time I was 6 years old all the way till I was 19, till I went to college. So that really got me into that side of the music, playing with different bands and, the instrumental side of music. But, in middle school, going into high school, that's really when I started writing and started getting into rap music and, recording music. And that's when I started seeing that I had an art for it. And I didn't probably really start taking it really serious until maybe high school when I dropped, my first mixtape. And then in college, I dropped another mixtape. And now we back rocking, so that's probably really the time where I really start figuring out, like this is what I want to do. And this is something that I really have a true art for.
Who's your top 5, dead or alive?
Top 5, dead or alive. In this order, let's see, I would have to go with Pac. Number 1, I'd have to go with Big, Jay-Z, Wayne, and I'm gonna have to go with Drake. My top 5, dead or alive.
I respect that. That's solid. That's a solid top 5. So how did you get your name? Where did your name come from? What inspired that?
Okay, so my name, I initially started off as Money Mills. My father gave me that name, And all of my close friends, they would, they really fucked with my daddy, So he always picked us up. He always fucked with us, and he always gave everybody their own nicknames. And all of my close friends, they would tell you that. And he always just called me Money, Both of our last names just Mills, but he would just always call me Money, So when I really started getting into rapping and trying to, figure out what to call myself, I really wanted to pay homage to my daddy just because he's passed away now. So, Money Mills was really my name coming up. In college, we started the whole Still Winning campaign and the whole Still Winning brand. It started off as an entertainment and a service company. We would bring different artists to where I was at, as well as, do different service events throughout the city and throughout the community. And, Still Winning, what that comes from is just, everybody's going to take a loss, but it's not about the loss. It's about how you gain and how you bounce back from that, So you always winning. Whether you take a loss, you always going to learn from it. If you didn't win, then you learn from it. So everything's always a win. So I'm always still winning. So I really wanted to bring more recognition to the brand. And that's the reason I changed my name to Still Winning Mills. And that's really where that came from. So, Money Mills, Still Winning Mills, a lot of people know me as two different things, but it's all the same thing,
Where's your favorite place to write or to create, to get in the zone?
My favorite place to create, really would probably just be in my living room. I like to write music and listen to it on a really nice speaker set and, perform it in front of the mirror, But honestly, I would probably have to say in my car, you know, just listening to that different sound wave that a vehicle gives you from riding down the expressway late at night. That's really when I write my best songs and really when I can get in my zone. You know, I'm tapped out. It's not a whole lot of people around me, and it's just me just driving. It's just more so of something that's more calming and something that's more relaxing, just for me personally.
For sure.
That's how I write my best music and where I really typically like to write.
That beat probably hit a little different in the car too.
The beat hits different. Not only that, you know, it's really like if you ever just drive in a car and just ride by yourself on the expressway late at night, you know, it's a different kind of, just a different kind of vibe that you get from that. And you know, I just think that that's more comfortable for me. And I might not finish a whole song, but I think that's where I get my biggest starts when I first start a song.
Being from the city, being from Louisville, putting on for the city, you know, repping 502. Where's one of your favorite places to eat in the city?
My favorite places to eat. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I cook, man. So I'd have to say my own kitchen. You know, follow my cooking page, Still Winning Kitchen, on Instagram right now. So I really cook, you know, and I really get into it, and that'd be another avenue I tap into. But yeah, I'd probably have to say my own kitchen.
Okay, and that's why I brought that up. I know peep your IG, man. You really throw it down. And
got to, man. Got to.
If you could work with any artist, whether it be locally, whether it be in the industry, who would you want to work with and why?
Who would I want to work with and why? I mean, I have my favorite artists. I do have artists that, you know, I really like to tap into and listen to and hear locally. And not only that, I'm open to working with anybody, you know, like whether it's in the industry, wherever the opportunity presents itself, and wherever the opportunity is for me to elevate myself in my career, I'm willing to work with whoever.
And so you got a debut album on the way.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what's the name of the album. Tell us about it. Talk about how you came up with the name, the creative process, and also too how you feel about the project overall.
Well, the name of the album is called Let's Talk About It. Streaming everywhere November the 1st at 12 o'clock a.m. How we came up with the name of it, you know, my boy Sewell. Shout out to Bankroll Sewell. You know, there'd really be a phrase that he would always just roll with, you know, when somebody's getting something off their chest, he'd be like, fuck it, let's talk about it, you know. So and that's really, you know, what this whole album is really about. You know, I'm really just getting a whole lot of things off my chest and I'm just talking about it, you know. So this album, it's not really nothing, no turn up stuff. This ain't really nothing that not even honestly a whole lot of people's not gonna really be able to understand or relate to, but this is more so just all me. And that's really what I wanted my first studio album to be, just all me, the things that I've been through, the things that I've learned, and the things that made me who I am today. The process, we've been working on the album probably over a year, just from recording the different songs. We probably picked from 30 different songs, honestly, but it's only 13 on the album that actually made it and made sense for this project. But you know, we just working with different people. You know, I got a whole team that's with me, and my team goes hard for me. You know, if I'm at the studio, they at the studio. If I got a show, they at the show. So, you know, it's really less me and more we, you know, because this is really just all about things. You know, if you got a homie or you got a dog, and he does something, you got to rep that stuff just like it's yours, you know, and that's really how my team approaches this, you know. And it's Still Winning. It's more than just his music. It's more than just his album. It's, you know, it's a brand, and it's something that we're really trying to elevate and take to the next level. And the music is just what we focused on right now at this point. So that's really, you know, the whole process with the album. We just been working with different artists. It's been probably a little bit over a year that we've been working on it and getting everything finalized and structured. And you know, we've been going hard with everything.
Sure. So I know the people can't wait to hear that. I know the city gonna feel it.
Most definitely.
Let's just stay on the album. What's one of your favorite tracks off the album? Some of your favorite tracks on the album?
A couple of my favorite tracks. Let's see. I'd have to go with Therapy, track 2. And the reason I say Therapy is just because Therapy is a close song for me specifically. Therapy, that song featuring Kaden, shout out to her. You know, it really just tells my story, and I'm really getting everything off of my chest that I've been through these last 5-6 years. And just like I said, the things that have made me who I am today, the things that have shaped and formulated my mindset. That's the reason I'd probably say that's one of my favorites, just because it's so personable to me. I would also probably have to say, probably Reason to Hate Me is one of my other good favorites. Shout out to the J Boys, of course. You know, I really think it's just, you know, the production on that is crazy. KP and Mike D exclusive. They made the beat. Shout out to them. The production on it's crazy, and you know, even the song concept and what the song actually means, I just think it's just a dope concept that everybody can take with them. And I'd also have to probably say thank you, CJ, more so because that's more of a personal song for me that I wrote for my son. Shout out to Forever Rolling and QOQ Media on that one. And that's probably really my top 3 on my album that I say is my favorite.
And any memorable experiences that stick out to you along your musical journey thus far?
Yeah, we did a show. We opened up for Future back in 2013 or 14. Yeah, you know, that was just an amazing show. Probably the biggest show that I've ever done in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Shout out to I-65 Nation, Big Bun. You know, that was, you know, meeting Future and, you know, just kind of, you know, having that experience was something that was real big for me. I've worked with some good names. In high school, I worked with DJ Fresh back before, you know, he was working with, you know, Rich Homie Quan and Future, you know, things such of that nature. So, you know, working with him and actually writing music for him and kind of seeing where that take him, which is something that's memorable for me. I worked with Bryson Tiller before he actually, you know, signed his deal and won his Grammys and everything. So, you know, just things such as that, just seeing, and the reason it's not necessarily about, you know, working with these people with these names, but just seeing where this music can really take you, you know. And not only that, I know the city's getting a whole lot of good looks from the outside sources, and these labels just getting ready to start coming to the city and snatching people up. So just seeing that this stuff, it really can become a reality, is just something that I just think is memorable, just dope to me, you know, because music is something that I do for free right now because I love it. But the ultimate goal would be, you know, if I could wake up and do this for free every day, something that I would love to do, just as people who are and that I've worked with are doing now. So
that's real. I respect that, man.
Definitely.
And that's a great segue into the last question. So, what are your intentions with your music? What are you hoping to leave the people with?
What I really want to leave people with is, you know, I want you to listen to my music and be able to take something. Not only do I want you to feel me and to understand the things that I've went through and to feel that type of music, but I want you to be able to learn something from it, or to be able to teach somebody something from something that I've said, you know, and be a blessing to somebody else, you know. You know, my ultimate goal, you know, I would love to be able to wake up and to do this as a full-time career and to make money off of it. But you're passionate about something. Here's something that I learned, you know. Your gift is what you do the best at with the least amount of effort. And if I could, you know, if you have a gift and that's something that I could get paid for, definitely the ultimate goal.
Most definitely. Well, we appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Appreciate y'all, man. Still in the Mills. Let's talk about it. The album streaming on all major platforms November 1st.